Each professor should have something useful. You can pursue each lead if you wish, or just one of them, providing it gives us what we need. If things go wrong, or lead turns to a dead end, have no worry. Just pursue a different lead instead. Or return to me. I may be able to offer an alternative path. In your absence, I shall transcribe some chants I believe you may be able to perform. It is the least I can do. That is all for now. We both have much work ahead of us.
Yes. I will check out all of the leads, I think. Because there may be more than just a location. I can't help but feel there may be some more pieces to this puzzle. I mean, that revelation explained an awful lot. You can levitate. Oh, now that you have to teach me! Become ethereal. The Thuum reaches out to the void, changing the Dovahkiin's form to one that cannot harm or be harmed. Interesting. I'm lacking the third word for that shout, so I wouldn't be able to get it at its most powerful. There's also slow time. Shout at time and command it to obey, as the world around the Dovahkiin stands still. I do like the idea of commanding time itself to obey me. And I do have the third word for this. I'd also imagine that if time has stood still, that would give me plenty of opportunities to avoid harm as well. I think I'm going to try this one first. Now, that only gets me the first word. I'm going to need to spend more dragon souls. I can't believe I'm thinking this, but I may need to go and kill dragons to get more dragon souls if I want to. Well, to be honest, there's an awful lot of these I probably don't need. Or a whisper, for example. And there are plenty that I'm just never going to need. Fire breath. I am not going to breathe fire. That sounds extremely stupid. I'd end up setting fire to my own beard. Could you imagine if I was wearing something like the Nightingale hood with the mouth covered and I forgot did that? That would not be a good day. Master Sledric, I'm going to be trying out a new shout. If something goes wrong, feel free to help out. Okay, so what do? I just stand here and... Oh. Oh. I don't suppose you could move around quickly so I could... Oh, there was some books over there I need to... Have I checked them out? No, focus. Ah, right, yes. You know what? Let's... How fast does this go? Pretty quick. Right, let's... And then... Oh. Okay, Okay, now... Alright, I've got to see... What will happen if I... Yeah, the cooldown becomes 40 seconds. Does it last longer, or does time slow down even more? Alright. Oh, I overtook that. Right. Can I sprint? I can, but it still feels a bit mushy. Oh, that was a lot... Well, faster? No. Time was a lot slower. Right, you know what? I'm doing it. I want to know. Oh. I get bardic inspiration when I get all three words of a shout. Oh, okay, now I've got even more reason to... go for dragon souls. I can't believe I'm actually thinking of going out and... I can command dragons now. I don't need to kill them, except I also need a heart scale as well for... Well, I want to get master spells for alteration. I swear the universe wants me to fight dragons for some odd reason that is just baffling me. Okay, this is 3 words. Oh, I can outrun this walking backwards. Oh, I'm imagining this is going to be very useful. Although, probably not quite as useful as it would be here with a crystal that... I mean, once it wears out, I think the cooldown on this is pretty damned ridiculous. 54. Now, I do have ways of reducing that, including... Let's have a look. Oh, yeah, that is very slow. Now, there are ways to reduce the...
You must uncover information on the dragon's whereabouts.
I will. I'm just practicing. You did tell me I should do that. Chant mastery. Resource cost of using the cadence rod is reduced. I'm not really using that at the moment, so let's not. Meditative chant. Triples the time before the next shout in a chant must be cast. That would probably be useful, but again, the only chant I've got right now would only help me, I don't know, get up onto a ledge or something. Thume mastery. Time between shouts is reduced by 20%. Yes. Oh, and I've got more. 30%. Unlock for 40%. Do I have bardic inspiration? I've been collecting some. Unlock for 3. You lack. Okay, so I don't... Right, but that's reduced the time quite a lot. Empowered voice. The power of many shouts is increased by 50%. Ooh. Unlock for... Ooh. I possibly should have checked what was available before. I mean, that would be nice. Mind you, I think cooldown, all things considered, probably more useful. Yeah. And what else was that? Spiritual connection. Stamina and magicka regenerate 5% when travelling with a follower. Ooh. That could be useful. Oh, actually, you know what? I have been thinking that I should also consider some speech. Yes. And the universe listens. Shouting restores points of health, magicka, and stamina equal to your shout's cooldown in seconds. Okay. Definitely. Windborn. Shouting summons a divine wind, granting 30% extra attack damage and 15% increased movement for 15 seconds. So if I shout... Mind you, whirlwind sprint, I get a boost to speed after I shout anyway. If I took this as well, I would really be... Okay, you know what? Let's not get crazy. Let's not get crazy right now. Let's just... Let's try little thing at a time. Alright. I am curious now. Whirlwind sprint. How fast am I going to feel with both of these? Okay. Here we go.
What?
Okay. That's probably... I can't tell. I want to say it feels faster, but honestly... Oh, right. You know what? Slow time. Would you like to place a resonant crystal on the pedestal? Yes! Because I've got 2 more left. Slow time. And... Oh. Yeah, you know what? Let's be ready. Or... now... Could I poison the resonant echoes? I can't remember. Possibly not. So, slow time. Oh, actually, This might... this might be, Oh no! I've got to charge it with the Dragon Soul first. Yes, I've got to. Yes, no, completely forgot about that. Okay, yeah, right. No, charge it with the Dragon Soul. Charge it with the Dragon Soul. Imbue the crystal with the Dragon Soul, and then. Aha! Okay. Okay, you don't actually look like... I think it was all in my imagination. Oh, right, you know what? Slow time and... Wow, wow. Good God. Huh. Oh. Sorry, probably should have done that. Resonant crystal, distort time. What did that get me? Distort time. Nearby projectiles are destroyed when slow time is used. Okay, whoa, 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 whoa. Would that include my own arrows? Inigo's arrows? I mean, it sounds cool. Lots of things are shooting at me and I just fire that off and they all disintegrate. That sounds very cool, but it could also be slightly, well, annoying for Inigo for a start. Notes on cadence rods. Chant of Ravaging Codex. Okay. I had thought my discovery of the resonance crystals and crafting of the cadence rod to have been something unique and of my own creation alone, but the more research I have done, the more I come to doubt this prior assumption. As such, I feel it important to document my own methods with which I have applied and shaped these things, and I shall start with the cadence rod. To begin, the rod must be constructed from exact materials: a single ingot of iron, one of steel, an uncarved resonance crystal, I've got lots of those, and fine strips of leather. Those uncarved resonance crystals are also what I need for the proper resonance crystals as well. With these components and a hand skilled in smithing, okay, the basic form of the rod can be created. This makes for a fine mace to be sure, but it is not yet a true cadence rod. For the final steps in creating a true rod, one must include one of the following in the initial forging process. A flawless ruby, got loads of those, a flawless emerald, same, or a flawless sapphire, loads of those too. Does that mean I need a ruby and an emerald or a sapphire? So a ruby is definitely needed, but then one of the other two. Or do I need a ruby and an emerald, or just a flawless sapphire? I guess I'll figure that out, assuming I have the smithing skill to even do this. These additions will allow the rod to tap into a particular essence of the rod's wielder, enabling the extended use of one's Thuum. It may require some effort to find these particular objects, but it is well worth the effort. Okay, I'm going to leave this here for now, just in case he needs it later when showing me... Okay, Chant of Ravaging Codex. Oh. This, oh! That's 3 shouts, isn't it? That is 3... The first one. That is Unrelenting Force, isn't it? I think that is Unrelenting Force. Let's have a... Yes! Oh, is this the one I already know? I'm pretty sure that's it. And it ends with Earth Song. I don't actually have the full Earth Song. Does that look like the last... Maybe? I think so. I think it's the one I already know. Okay, I am going to leave those... Oh, I've got one other thing I need to... Where was it? Venzakri stores the energy of your Thuum. Performing an attack will release the stored energy. So, does that mean it stores my shout? Does it... Okay, let's go with something good old unrelenting force. Alright. And then... And then I do... And I just... Whoa. Okay. Does that... Was that a shout? That didn't... I'll tell you what, let's... What if I use slow time? Alright. And it's charged the sword up now? What will happen when I attack this time? I just want to let the thing run out. Probably should have just done one word or something. Okay. And then... Oh. Wait. Oh, does it not last long? Does it not... I don't... That wasn't another shout, was it? That was not another version of the shout. How long does it actually last? Just do one word. And then... Can I... No, it's definitely not repeating this. Is it just damaging? Is it just... Okay. Yeah, I'm not convinced this is going to be horribly useful. I like the idea of being able to hit things from very far away, but, I mean, it's not like I can poison this energy blast, and let's face it, it's not exactly... Oh, I need to disenchant that. I want that disenchantment. Yeah, it's not exactly particularly good. I could get Yorlan Greymane to have a look at it. Maybe it does way more damage than... I think I'm going to have to try that out. Okay, well, thank you very much. I will get on with finding the location of this dragon. Yeah. I will need to test that out and see if it damages someone. I'm sure we'll find somebody willing to partake in that particular exercise. There's plenty of people we meet who fit that description. Right, I need to speak to a number of the professors here. And Olvus. For some reason, I want to speak to him first.
What are you going to do after you graduate? I'm thinking of joining the Legion.
No, I don't. I talk to
they're
Mistress
looking for
Valerine.
scouts.
Right.
Me, a war bard.
Lady
Bard.
Atia has already arranged for me to perform in the court of the Jarl of
Okay,
Valkyries.
You'd better hope the war's over by then. The Stormcloaks would eat you alive.
The war is over. How are you a
Music
bard
came
if you
from
don't
our
even know the
savage
war
beasts,
is
even
over,
noise.
Yawn? Come on.
Need something?
Okay, can you help train my speech? I don't need that. No, Sledric sent me. You have information for him?
First Helvana, and now he sends you. Does the old goat truly lack the courage to speak to me himself? Pathetic.
Probably.
Yes, I have what Sledric wants. Or rather, I know someone who does.
Ah.
But now a question for you. Why should I hand over this knowledge to one of Sledric's lackeys? What possible good would it do for me,
You would gain my favor. Actually, before we do this, why such hatred for Sledric?
Has he not told you how he waltzed into the college some 10 years past, proclaiming himself master vocalist, usurping my title?
Ah.
Only 2 years
No,
later,
he didn't.
relinquished the role to Dean Pantia, as if all along it meant nothing to him. And of course, she was all too willing to accept. Have you heard her sing? A master vocalist? She is not. It's an insult, all of it. And I will never forgive him for that. Or Pantia, either, for that matter.
Right. Yeah, let's just pretend that didn't happen. If you gave the knowledge, Sledric would be indebted to you. Helping Sledric is the right thing to do. Oh dear. This is just a waste of time. Give me what I need and I'll leave. No, if you give the knowledge, Sledric would be indebted to you. He'd owe you a favor.
You're right. I hadn't thought of that. I could dangle this over him for weeks, perhaps even months.
Years even.
Poor Sledric owing me a favor?
Absolutely.
Yes. I know the man who'll have the information he needs. His name is Hemid. Or
Hemid.
as he is otherwise known, the Librarian. A spellcaster of some renown, currently on pilgrimage to the Mages College in Winterhold, last I heard.
The Mages College?
Of course, being the Archmage to that college, I'm sure you'll have no problem finding Hemid.
I prefer the term Archmage.
That's all I
but
have to say. Be sure to let Sledrig know he's now indebted to me.
I shall absolutely do that.
Must it be written? Poetry is so dull when it isn't set to music.
I'm sure it will be fine.
Really
Just don't
holds
be late.
grudges, doesn't she?
Today's lecture is quite an important one. We're going to talk about the, what was it? Ah, yes.
Okay,
The
that
importance
is
of accurate
worrying.
transcription. Imagine, if you will, you are in charge of transcribing a notable manuscript. But you make mistakes. Nothing serious, mind you. Perhaps just the odd word substituted for another. But now imagine this being done 10, 100, 1,000 times. Eventually, the manuscript would barely resemble the original text. A creative liberty today is an outright falsehood tomorrow. Are you hearing this, Atof?
Yes, and I'm working on it, but...
Never mind that. Just transcribe those notes as they were written, and have it on my desk by tomorrow.
Oh, he was trying to...
For you see, as
Sneak
custodians of lore, we hold a responsibility. Our duty is to safeguard the truth of things. So, let us each strive for diligence and precision in our writings. For in our hand lies the legacy of generations past. Well, I think that was it. Class dismissed.
Yeah, the truth of things. Absolutely. We're all about the truth. As long as we get to decide what that truth is.
Tidings.
Okay, so Sledrig sent me and said you might have information for him regarding a location of a certain dragon.
Sledrig. Ah, yes. He wanted records of an ancient dragon.
Yes, he did.
I remember. Strange fellow, that one. Well versed in the past, but I've never seen him study such things. Very curious, if you ask me. Very curious indeed.
Well
Now,
versed, but never
what is it you wanted?
studies. Actually, you gave me something without realizing it. Okay, as I said, Sledrig has sent me records of ancient dragons, remember?
Ah, of course. Yes. Volgaafsonaan, was it?
Yes.
Fascinating history with that one. Not at all what you'd expect from a dragon of that era. Here, you should read this. Griff the Conceited penned a memoir of sorts. It mentions Volgaafsonaan several times. I took notes. But wait. That's not what Sledrig asked for, is it? No. No. It was something else.
To be honest with you, anything you've got on this subject. We need records of Volgaafsonaan's possible locations.
Say again. Location.
Yes.
Of Volgaafsonaan?
Yes.
Oh, there's no way to know that. Dragons are very secretive of such things, you know.
Okay.
Unless, yes, that is his area of expertise. Very knowledgeable of such things. Maybe he would know.
It wouldn't be a librarian, would it?
Yes! A historian he is.
Oh, no.
Much like my partner, Germain. Only he's much less pleasant. Tarot, I mean, not Germain.
Okay.
I do believe Tarot is visiting the Temple of Dibella in Markarth.
Markarth?
If anyone would know a dragon's last recorded location, it would be him.
Okay.
Now, do excuse me. I believe I was in the middle of searching for my quill.
Right, yes, that's... You failed at sneaking out, didn't you? And now you're in trouble. Right, so we've got 2 potential leads. I still want to speak with Orvis, but he doesn't seem to be here. To be honest, I was sort of hoping to... No more Sweetrolls. Thought I saw one in the corner. Let's just check back upstairs. I have a feeling he's out singing one of the great songs that is now all the rage. You know the ones? The ones about me. The book she gave me was The Chronicles of Griff the Conceited. Musings on my triumph and greatness. Okay, so it was penned by Griff the Conceited himself. Forward. In the annals of history, there are names that resound with tales of valour, brilliance, and unchallenged might. Among these, none stand as luminous as the name Griff the Conceited. This volume is not merely a recounting of my deeds, but a testament to my unparalleled intellect, strategic genius, and indomitable spirit. So a humble fellow then. I wonder if he gave himself that name. Chapter 1. An Unrivaled Beginning. From my earliest days, it was apparent that I was destined for greatness. While others toiled and stumbled through their mundane existences, I shone like a beacon of superiority. I know the feeling. My mastery of the arcane arts was unmatched, my prowess with the blade unparalleled. It was only a matter of time before destiny would call upon me to achieve the impossible. Chapter 2. The Whisper of Fate. It was during one of my many sojourns into the wilds of Skyrim that I first heard whispers of the mighty Volgaafsonaan, a dragon of such immense power that bards could scarcely do its legend justice. Naturally, such a creature would pose no real threat to one of my stature. The mere thought of facing it filled me with a sense of purpose, a chance to further cement my legacy in the scrolls of time. Chapter 3. The Preparations. Unlike the common rabble who would rush headlong into danger, I meticulously prepared for my encounter with the dragon. Good man! My studies into ancient tomes, my consultations with the greatest minds of the land, all pointed to one inevitable conclusion. I alone possessed the knowledge and skill required to vanquish this beast. My preparations were exhaustive, as befitting someone of my station. Chapter 4. The Journey. The path to Volgaafsonaan's lair was fraught with peril. Lesser men would have faltered, but I, Griff the Conceited, was undeterred. Each obstacle was but a stepping stone on my journey towards ultimate glory. My encounters with bandits, trolls, and other such nuisances served only to highlight my superiority. Chapter 5. The Encounter. And so I stood before Volgaafsonaan. The dragon, a beast of incomprehensible power and guile, roared its challenge, and in that moment lesser beings would have quaked in fear, but not I. My confidence was unshakable, my resolve ironclad. The battle that would have ensued would have been fierce. But in the end, more important matters called for my attention, so I took my leave. Okay. Chapter 6. The Aftermath with Volgaafsonaan. Defeated in spirit, the land rejoiced. Wait. I just would like to go back here. My confidence was unshakable, my resolve ironclad. The battle that would have ensued would have been fierce, but in the end, more important matters called for my attention, and so I took my leave. The Aftermath with Volgaafsonaan. Defeated in spirit, the land rejoiced. Bards sang of my victory, and my name was etched into the chronicles of Skyrim forever. Yet as I reflect upon this monumental achievement, I cannot help but feel a sense of inevitability. For in the grand tapestry of history, Griff the Conceited was always destined to stand above all others. Griff the Conceited? He didn't actually do anything. Epilogue. A legacy eternal, this tome stands as a testament to my unparalleled genius and unmatched valour. You do realise what you wrote, right? Let all who read it know that Griff the Conceited is not merely a hero, but a legend. As long as this book endures, so too shall my legacy. That is very true. Thus concludes the chronicle of my encounter with the fabled Volgaafsonaan. Though its legend may have loomed large, it was but a footnote in the grand saga of Griff the Conceited. That was not remotely helpful. Why are you grinning?
We are heading out? All right.
Why do I feel like you're laughing at some joke that I don't quite get? So we have two leads. One of them at the college in Winterhold, and the other in Markarth. Now I actually have a number of other things to do in Markarth, actually. So, including speaking to the Jarl. Yes, I do need to speak to the Jarl of Markarth. So I'm thinking we go there first. Unfortunately, we can't take the airship to Markarth. Another thing I should take up with the Jarl. Although, like the Jarl of Whiterun, he is being extremely stubborn about the whole thing. We can get there before darkness falls, which will be fairly good timing, actually, because, well, some of the things I have to do are best done on the... Could you pick a direction?
Papa says I won't see Rogver anymore.
Yes, because Rogver is dead. Very dead. He's... Oh, there you are. Orvis. Oh. Okay, I'm not going to disturb him. We can talk to him when we've done the other things, but what I'm going to do is... Stage lighting! You're welcome. It's been a while since we've visited Markarth. I think the day is coming to a close. Perhaps we shall go and see this historian tomorrow. I would like to at least go and see the Jarl today and get the whole East Empire thing sorted out. I just want to quickly get changed. If I'm going to see the Jarl, I want to make sure well, I want to set forth a certain image. Yeah. Hello, it's... Argus. Yes, Argus.
Honored to see you again, my friend.
Pleased to see you too. Right, just gonna get changed. Okay, my bedroom was over here. Right. Do you want to just... You can just...
Thank you. Your hospitality is humbling.
You just hang out. I'm just gonna go see the Jarl and talk to him about, you know, very boring business stuff. You know, I'm not even sure the Jarl of Markarth will even recognise the Amulet of Kings, to be honest. I think perhaps we need to make a song about the reforging of the Amulet of Kings, Inigo. Get that back in the public mind. Ah, well, at least once we do reacquaint the population of Skyrim with that particular legend, they will be used to seeing me running around with it on my chest. Okay, so... I always get lost here, which is a remarkable feat, really, because it's just one giant roundabout. But I always end up mistaking the bank for the Understone Keep. It's just... It's a... Oh, good grief, it's dark.
What could it mean? Return of the Dragonborn? And who among us could possibly hold that honor in such power?
Me. Maybe you can't see. Maybe it's just... me. Thane Leonard. Oh, good grief. I'm going to have to take some self-marketing tips from the gentleman whose book I just read and then forgot his name. Began with a G. Okay. A good afternoon, gentlemen. I have returned...
Jarl, we need to discuss the state of Markarth's collapsing trade with the other holds.
Yes, we do.
Of course there's a collapse in trade, Rayrick. The Stormcloaks stalk every road and harass every one of our patrols.
Not so much now.
The rebels completely control Windhelm and all of East March Hold.
No. I freed it.
With battles we can't win.
I freed it.
I need my steward to plan for a victory, not narc me with every ill account.
Forgive me for worrying about the future of Markarth. The lifeblood of a city is gold, Igmund, and it doesn't stop bleeding because there's a war on.
Very well. I'll send a request for additional legionnaires to protect trade to the other Imperial holds. Hopefully, Solitude can spare more men.
You guys really don't get news from the outside very much, do you? I have some great news, and I also might have a solution to your problem.
Good to have you by my side, friend.
Yeah.
I need reliable people around.
That is me. That is. but I come on behalf of the East Empire. They're looking to expand their commercial interests, and I suggested Markarth. I suggested you. I said you're the very man for this, and they want to do a lot of business.
If you're serious, you're in the right place.
Absolutely. The deal could help strengthen our people. It is an excellent opportunity.
I suppose it would be. Good thinking.
Yes. Yes, it is. So, they have your blessing to operate within the Reach, correct?
Of course. I would have it no other way.
Excellent. Excellent. You've made a wise and intelligent decision.
I trust the day's found you well, Thieves.
Yes, it's found me exceptionally well. And still staggeringly amazed at how so many stupid people can rise to the top of the heap. Okay, well, I'm feeling inspired. How about you? I feel like I'm beginning to get the hang of this. You could sing along if you wanted. Oh, I should try and come up with some sort of musical accompaniment to Dragon Pie. No? No, you're right. Definitely. Okay, Inigo. I'm heading out for the night. Don't stay up too long. We've got a busy day tomorrow. We've got to go and speak to this historian. I will pick up some Sweetrolls for you, obviously. I'm heading out. I'm on Vampire Patrol. Yes. That's what I'm doing. Done. I have heard of a most wonderful sword straight from the songs of bards, a blade that is ancient and has slain many an evil. The ballads say that the sword was laid at the rest of Dead Crone Rock. Perhaps I should attempt to find it. To have such a weapon adorning my walls would be inspiring. Not if I get to it first. Love letter to Jarl Igmund. My strong and noble Igmund, why must you deny our love? The night of passion we shared when we awoke in each other's arms, the beautiful morning in each other's company. It felt so right, so natural. Do not allow my so-called husband to stand in the way of us. The man is a fool without honor or strength. My beautiful, proud Igmund, please visit me again soon. Naughty, naughty. I have an army of thieves out stealing for me right now. But it's still good to remind them of why I'm the Guildmaster. And it's also important to remind Skyrim that their Sweetrolls will never be safe.